He's got a few fans to the right of him. I'm sure we'll get a look at that in a moment. He was mobbed yesterday when he walked in here. I mean, you were like a rock star coming in.
He got away with a few things, but it helped him settle in. And of course, that team didn't hurt either, as far as making a rookie comfortable, and a really good split. We'll see what he thinks here on this opening shot. Maybe just try and come back behind the 7. Yeah, trying to guard the object ball. It's just his technique with the stroke. I think really high quality, gets through the ball. Even though not extremely tall man, plays very long, I think, and the stroke is very long as well. Of course, the difference here is not only the setting, which has been really good, but also the something after, especially if you get that first win, you kind of forget about it, but it could be a little bit mental at times, I think, for some of the players. I think he's just a real tough player, and a guy that's going to make another deep run here shortly on the World 9-Ball Tour.
Yeah, in some ways, you know, this event whinges off some of the guys that have lost in round 1, just because they're used to that second life in most tournaments. Oh, okay, that is not going to bode well. We've seen this many times. It turns out pretty nasty for him for the rest of the match. This needs to go.
For a short period of time, it seems like a year or so. But he looked like Denis could hold his own. I mean, the safety was a little off, but that's expected. The break was really good. Running through those first few balls, pretty solid also. So if he gets back to the table with a good look, I think he may make up for that mistake.
Yeah, stole the rack at the very end.
They wanted, but just still to beat a guy like that, you know, it wasn't just gift after gift from Gomez, even though it sounds like there were a couple towards the end, but great break off here.
Just wasn't consistent enough for me, the break of AJ, but that is definitely on point.
Yeah, well, we question the speed he has. I think he's going to break the balls better. Should just pinch this back for the 4, maybe in the side. I've noticed the bed is quicker than what felt like even the Reyes Cup, to be honest, and definitely quicker than Hanoi.
Gone wrong. Yeah, he just pulled that one a little bit to AJ just because he just gets on with it. There's none of this messing about, walking around the table. He just sees the trigger.
Again, his stroke, he's going to find that a big plus in a lot of ways, but one that I always say is a guy that strokes the ball like this, changing tables and whatnot in conditions is a lot easier. Don't think there's near as much adjustments being made.
Raw, natural talent.
You could see much more speed on the break than we saw last week, and again, I think is going to do wonders for him moving forward, trying to win these tournaments, win these matches and these tournaments. Always talk about Fedor Gors and his break. I think not only being pretty smart, figuring it out what's the best way for him, but just like AJ with a great fundamental, I think they can
Safety's gone wrong from AJ, so this is opportunity to lay a better one.
Yeah, that's kick I thought between, but maybe he's going after the 9.
Yeah, it'll take.
Yeah, maybe bump the 2 between the 8-4 and come across by the 9 to keep it simple on the safety. It is tricky otherwise. Somehow got a lot of.
Yeah, let's go and get the cue ball back up centre of the table here.
This is on the blue too, and it has come open. Good look there that the pink 4 does play by the 6 also, even though a hair covered up. big name here, but that's on the younger side of things for the Filipinos. But a couple legends will play today. Francisco Bustamante and the man himself, EFREN-REYES.
Yeah, that's if they didn't we, JJ?
Yeah, we certainly did. It's going to happen. 3-0 lead for AJ Manis.
I presume you was walking past the gym, not going in.
Actually, I did step in for a second, but yeah, just I was already sweating plenty enough, so I didn't feel like I had to do much. There's that break that I think is going to get a lot better.
What about these players kind of holding back a bit on the break? This is definitely going to suit AJ more.
Yeah, for the stroke more often, and oh, not the best hit there on the 3. He won't miss the pocket. Yeah, maybe play it and run the cue ball 3 cushions behind the pink. It's not far off. Maybe a little bit of a roll. Not a bad idea, though. Yeah, maybe a little motivated. That's so nice. Heck of a combination there on the 6, and now doesn't take a genius to see the rack is really opened. A little flat. May stun here, may come one rail. All right, choices. And with that team he had last week, being comfortable really, I think, with everyone, including the captain, who wouldn't be. I thought he would be a really good doubles partner, even though a rookie and very young, you know what I mean? Take a little deep run in one of these open events. But I think his game's there. Yeah. Well, we can really just roll this in and get to the center. He doesn't have to come back and take the little cut on the 3 to get up table. Nice hit this wide.
Needs to hit this with a bit of power. Has he fluked? No, he's left it over the hole.
Really nice. Often they don't want to hit the easy one, right, and just float it. You want to try and put a little more something on the ball, and he checked it nicely with spin. I just got to be aware of coming back, falling near the cushion. Always think about that little bounce. It's going to be above it, so it should be between the 7-8.
Slams home the 9 ball halfway there. Needing a this breaks it.
Yeah, I agree. And again, gets through the ball, so I think even when it is a hair diff through this one a bit, unless he's going to stay below the 4, which makes sense as well.
Yeah, this is just turning into a bit of a breeze now for AJ. this shot here, the break shot, has worked superb so far. Oh, he's definitely dialed in now. I think this is the new break of AJ Manis that will, if he does go on to win, which is looking likely. Tom Peralta, Filipino, he's waiting for him, and then if he goes from Reyes, EFREN's got to play Ramir Sarmiento. We'll see if
I think AJ had to push to the jump. Maybe he wanted to get one in. Yeah, they're all there. A little shy on the 6-7 up top. Knocking the 4 off the side rail and over towards the middle. Yeah, like that. I think it was your best. Misses it. The pink should go up the table, possibly behind the brown. He's going to try and give this a go, though.
Needs a bit of help from the brown 7. It's going to be tough to pot this and get on the purple 5. Got to draw back a little bit. So glorious chance. Yeah, he got the drawback, just didn't quite hit the.
The first couple games, he really hasn't got to pocket a ball, I don't think, and now in a great position to get on the board. Let's overrun this a little bit.
Obviously, when you're a little edgy, you've got to have good control of the rock. Otherwise you're going to miss balls. Tried to miss.
Delivery. Pretty straight with everything.
Yeah, make sure you get on the 9 right. Yeah, that'll take all the pressure off you. That's ideal. Oh, the crowd are showing their appreciation for. See the difference in the 2 breaks, can't you? That's just not going to get you anywhere. AJ's had a flyer at the jump.
Hitting a high ball, so maybe trying to come across it like that. I'm not sure if he got the snooker or not. Needs maybe a hair right spin. Coming off the 7, trying to come down for the 2 ball. And the body movement seems to be increasing a little bit for Denis.
The purple 5. Decided to go in the corner. Looked a little wide all along. Okay, so he's just dropped out of it.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to bring up to start. You know, he had a push out, went for a jump shot that I don't think he'll do against other players without this big lead and maybe being a big favorite.
Pretty good pot, wasn't it, with the bridge?
See if he can stay still here, having to draw the ball a bit. Stayed still better, just overcut it.
Yeah, this is not an easy shot. Denis will know AJ's been having a few swipes at a few shots, but that won't matter. Yeah, another rep for Denis. He doesn't hang about himself, does he? Made the one, that was better.
It's cut off with the pink 4 on the bottom rail.
AJ didn't even stand up and look, he wasn't bothered, he just said carry on.
Murphy's got a piece of this. Very playable safety here. Yeah, just totally has lost concentration.
This is a better shot. That's a bit. The green 6 to the brown 7 is going to be the shot in this.
Yeah, it looks like he's got to ease this in, just kind of come towards the purple 5. Play the 6 in the side, and it's got to get a little craft. Should go forward here. Maybe stun out. Kind of like the forward there with the high ball.
Yeah, he's missed a trick there. He could have come way to the left of the green 6 and then kind of come that way. A real nice shot though.
And again, just a little off angle. Got to draw to the rail. Shouldn't be a problem. Going to be a nice clearance here to maybe get that focus back, get back on the board. And again, see what we think is somewhat of a new approach to the break shot for AJ Menace. And now 7-2.
It just seems to look nicer, but I think it doesn't look as nice on Morra.
Yeah, it doesn't obviously look as natural as his righty, but similar kind of strokes, just maybe the right word, machine-like maybe. Great break off, just an untied.
Yeah, JB Susel.
Is that him? Have you seen his stroke?
I've seen a few online because he plays a lot of challenge matches. I think doesn't he, around level he plays at all. I just know he's all over social media playing challenge matches around the Philippines. A little nosy, see what he's about.
Yeah, a little out of line here. I'm going to bring the 4 near the 9. That's maybe a hair dangerous.
Feels like there's a bit of an edge poking out.
Much. Wow, it's overcooked. You can see that big stroke of Bustamante across.
Yeah, that's not going to get the job done.
Yeah, if he gets this down, what is that, 3 out of 4 here?
Yeah, EJ's just thrown a few mistakes in there. He took his foot off the gas.
Pretty good break off here. Missed the 1, but the connection was nice.
Yeah, decent pot, full stroke.
Yeah, it was really a sweet combo. Just, again, like Carl said, forgot a little bit about the speed of the cue ball. Again, one of these lower corners with the cue ball and avoid trying to fall straight. Really don't see much problem otherwise. And it's pretty. This is not.
Denis and Poe.
So now 4 out of 5 after trailing 6-0.
Yeah, very good hit there from AJ. And that is a very handy.
Made the jump, just a little on the thin side. Lost the cue ball off the table. We'll see how AJ can kind of recover after losing several games in a row, really. You watched all day yesterday, Carl, of course. I watched as well. Don't feel like the pocket's playing as tough as we saw in Hanoi. Same table, supposed to be 4 inch as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I felt like a lot of balls in Hanoi will keep falling in. I've seen that quite a lot down there. Yeah, not sure. Keep an eye on that. You can see Morris.
Just could come between the 4-6 across, but why not just play from underneath? A real worry that way. Controlled it nicely though. Hard to have a lot go wrong, I think, unless you just kind of blast it, which I don't anticipate. To the center as well. Just depends on what he likes. Held it easily.
AJ Manas.
They had on the other side of the mall. I think it's a hotel entrance maybe, but
well, clipping off it, is it?
and good luck here. Should just be trying to tie the 8 up maybe. Making the 6 a little more difficult, possibly. Good effort.
JB Susel, a young kid who seems to be making it on socials, putting the face about, trying to become famous.
Up the 7-9 combination. Must sit well. Could go forward for the 7 on the side, but why?
There it is. AJ Manas in the end gets the win. A little bit scrappy. He kind of just